Okay, so here we're going to desolder our board with a wick. We have a wire attached here. We're going to attach our heat sink with the little clamp. It's going to absorb some of the heat that might make it into the board. It also makes a handy place to pull the wire, because the bad thing about desoldering with a wick is the amount of heat you're going to place on the system. You can use some desoldering flux to help it absorb. You can apply flux to your wick. We don't have any flux right here. We've got some flux built into our wick, so we are simply going to heat up our joint, and it will have a wicking effect and will suck the solder out of the joint. Sometimes that will not completely remove the wire. You will have to manually pull it out. So let's get a little closer. We're going to be going for this small solder piece right here. I have my safety glasses on. I'm going to tin my soldering iron slightly just to get a little solder on it, so it will transfer the heat better. I'm going to apply the wick to the top of the joint, and I'm simply just going to heat this up. You should be able to see the solder. Actually, the braid, we'll see how the braid is turning. See that little bit of solder? It's already absorbed. The braid will turn from a copper color to a silver color as it wicks away the solder. So we're going to apply a little bit more heat. And solder wicking, it just always applies a lot of heat. So here we go. Here it's sucking up the solder. We're going to pull that off. Notice that the wire is still in there. Now I could continue applying heat, but I'm going to tell you from experience that that is probably not going to get this out. So what I'm going to do, now that I've removed most of the solder from the joint, I'm going to simply grab the back of the wire, apply a little bit of heat, and hopefully we can loosen it up enough we can pull it out. It's not working out for me, so let's adjust the camera. So we're going to apply some heat to this joint. Hopefully the component will come loose. At this point, we examine this hole. We should clean up the excess burn marks around where it got extremely hot. So let's get this a little closer. Take a look at that hole. You'll see that there is some flux and some corrosion around there that'll need to be cleaned up. So,
have you ever met Mr.
Just one second. So that is how we remove the wire and desolder.